Our adventure took us through lands of Balkans to lands of Starska. So far, both these regions spread out to cover a vast area, but both of them are parts of one linguistic area that we are trying to visit, the Slav lands. This truly vast area spreads from the Adriatic Sea, famous for Porco Rosso, all the way to most eastern parts of Eurasia. Famous for being poor, sparsely populated, and home to some of the dumbest people out there. And this is one of the most well-off parts of the Slav lands.
Truly one of the biggest wonders in the world, in Europe. You see old buildings from Victorian era, old French palaces, the grandiosity of London, let's say, where everything is so much bigger. And you say to yourself, man, that's a wonder, really. A wonder. And you see wonders still being built. Maybe not in Europe, maybe say in Spain, and every so often there's a grand building opening, but it's not that grand, you know what I mean? When you think how the times have changed, and to open an opera house or whatever, even if it's grand, it doesn't feel like it's really a wonder. Part of a wonder is how did they build that back then? That's really a part of it. And I think the true wonder of Europe now, of course, the Middle East is actually building their wonders now. They have bigger buildings than Big Ben, and they're building entire cities, and they are building their wonders now. But you can see their countries living in poverty, and I think a part of a wonder that's being built right now. You can see, like, wow, look at that historical building, look at that. What's the thing that's being built, like, let's say, Roman architecture, right? That stood the test of time. A big part of it during the time of Rome was roads. A lot of the roads are still being used to this day. There's not one, probably not. There was probably not a road here back in the Roman times. But other roads closer to the empire were, you can see rocks by the side of the road showing the distance you have traveled. Anyway, I think a real wonder is the fact that today you can have these tiny villages all over the place, because we had industrialization, and that drove people to move down to cities to get their jobs, and just kind of compact the society to one place. And the tiny villages usually, and still to this day, are left kind of out of the financing of grand cities and the infrastructure. There's always going to be better roads inside a city, of course, where there's more people and there's less space. But the fact that we can make so much road to connect a few houses all the way on a hill, and the fact that we can make those people that live there earn enough money to upgrade their house, build new houses, move back home from a city if they work there, or even if here, work from here, connect them with internet, build a house on a freaking cliff. Somehow people can do it, just ordinary people like you and I, not like somebody who was born into a lot of money. Somebody who works and can earn his way into this. And yeah, I think the biggest one is the infrastructure we have built. Actually build asphalt all the way to all these villages, through forests, up hills, through mountains, and sure, highways are kind of cool. The fact that you can go on a highway really fast, pretty much in a straight line.
After hours of driving through hills and villages, we finally make it to our first stop. We are doing terrible on our time. So far, we have only reached one of the cultures, and we still have to get 3 of them. For the night, we stopped in the city of Celje, in the Slav lands. Because I was quite late and in a hurry, I got someone from Discord to find a place for me to stay. So I ended up in this fancy looking place. and then I went out for a walk. This town used to be the center of the region controlled by Counts of Celje. They ruled over the land in this region during the times of the Holy Roman Empire, which explains the border gore. The 3 stars in the family's coat of arms is still used to this day for the town and the ruling national government. After the walk, I went to regenerate my stamina with a nice rest. The journey continues next time.